We're going to the ADDC. Let's go.
I've heard a bit about this place before. But the ADDC, isn't it just one part of a larger organization? If I recall correctly, they call it the Medical Institute. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
They own every last inch of this campus.
It's incredible. Even with all these buildings, they're still getting budget to expand from that new drug. So? Is it the same as you remember?
Yeah.
I feel like we're traumatized. Just a bit.
Huh? Don't go too far ahead! Yagami-san!
What are you all shaken up for? Calm down. Just stick with me and you'll be fine. Got that, Yagami?
Oh no. We're gonna have flashbacks.
Yagami-san! Try not to just ditch me, okay? Is something wrong?
It's just... After 3 years, it still looks the same.
Huh?
Almost like time itself has stopped.
Yagami-san.
Come on. Front desk's over there.
As long as I don't have to get into a fist fight, I think we'll be fine.
Do you have an
Hello.
appointment, sir?
No.
I don't, sorry. My name is Hoshino, from the Genda Law Office. This is my partner, Yagami. We're here to talk about a murder that took place in Kamurocho yesterday.
A murder?
A coworker of ours named Shintani. He was the victim.
Lady
We
looks
have
like a
record that he
sim.
called this center before he was killed.
Huh?
We're hoping you can help us track down exactly who he spoke to.
I'm very sorry, sir, but I can't provide such private information.
There was a murder.
Well, could I at least talk to Director Kido instead? He's an old friend of mine. Just let him know Yagami stopped by to say hello.
I don't think that'll be necessary. Look over there.
Oh. Is that our guy? Who the fuck are you? God, we looked so boring before our life fell apart.
Gentlemen, I really don't know what else you want from me. I have nothing more to say. I've told the police all that I know.
Oh, Ryusuke Kido. He's the guy who made the dementia drug.
I know. Sorry about all this, Director. Problem is, my partner here won't give it a rest till he sees the scene of the crime. But I'm sure we'll be leaving soon.
That's not what we agreed upon. You know this isn't about how long it takes.
And what about Okubo? I take it he's still not fessed up.
No, not quite as of yet, sir. But we all saw where the body was. Exactly where he said it would be.
Quite true. Not much point in fighting this now. The Minister has made it clear that he wants it resolved soon as well. Just look at how much trouble one contractor has caused.
Sorry, which minister? I didn't know about this, sir.
The health minister. It's all his call how much funding we get.
Director, if I may, if you would just direct me to the scene of the crime, I could head over there myself. I'll be out of your hair in no time, I assure you.
I'd rather you didn't wander on your own. So instead, she can show you.
Oh, hello.
Terasawa-kun. These gentlemen here are Shintani-sensei and,
Yagami.
It's a pleasure. I hope I can help you find what you need.
well, with that, I'll be taking my leave.
Thank you again, Director. Apologies for all the trouble.
This way. I can show you how to get to Waku-san's room.
Who's Waku-san?
The guy who died in his room?
Oh, yeah. And you are... Terasawa-san, huh?
Please don't say your first name is Emmy.
And a looker to boot.
Okay, Shintani.
Can we keep this professional?
Huh?
Nice try, Shintani-sensei.
You know,
Like the
valid.
friendliest girl in town, huh?
Ooh, we're
Not exactly
flashbacking.
Welcome guests here.
After I busted my ass to pass the bar, I always figured I'd have my pick of the ladies.
You know, your personality's still garbage, man. And now you're dead, so, you know. Okay, Terasawa-kun. If her first name is Emmy, we're fucked.
Right this way, please.
Because that means she's dead. So, unfortunately, Pope,
Straight
No
ahead
smash.
is the ADDC's general ward. Waku-san's room is on the 4th floor. This was the room assigned to Waku-san.
the flashback alive smash? Yeah, you can smash in the flashback.
That's the research wing, where they develop all our new drugs.
Oh.
You can't get in without a gold key card, though. Not even I have one.
Gold, huh?
I suppose because it's the heart of the center's operations.
Huh. Sounds like it's a whole nother world back there. Security like that must be a bitch. Come on, Yagami.
Don't tell me what to do.
Before he died, Waku-san spent most of his time in here.
And when was he admitted?
2 years ago. With Alzheimer's.
Some
Oh,
kind of dementia, right?
Alzheimer's is a neurodegenerative disease that leads to dementia, yes. In fact, it's the cause of almost 70% of all dementia cases.
So, they're one and the same, kinda? Anyway, do what you gotta do, Yagami.
Uh-huh.
oh, this is too close to home. I hear the kitty cat. Dementia's a fucking bitch of a disease. I hate it. I hate it so much. Got the kitty cat. It brings me joy.
Suspicious. Has anyone else slept here since Waku-san's death?
Nobody, no.
And Waku-san was missing from his room the morning of the incident, yes?
That's right.
So, he was murdered here, then carried out.
I can't say for sure, but it's likely.
Working on that assumption, how is his body carried outside? I should look a little closer. Terasawa-san, a nurse at ADDC, doesn't look too happy. Probably because Shintani-sensei has been a creep since he laid eyes on her. Maybe she's just always tense. Masamichi Shintani, self-proclaimed king of the Genda Law Office, 40 years old, single, and looking, unfortunately. Hobbies include leering, being condescending. So he was 43 when he died. Oops.
Hey.
Ah! The
Window's
sky!
sealed shut. There's no way Waku-san could have escaped through here.
Okay, cool.
All the rooms have windows like this, right? Seems like people would notice if something was going on in here.
Well, we only have so many employees in this ward. The halls stay fairly busy, but it's mostly dementia patients moving between appointments.
I see. I wonder how the room looks from the hallway.
You got all you need from here, yeah?
I think so.
No. Okay.
Water.
I'll hydrate. Did I? Okay.
You can definitely see what's going on from out here. Shintani-sensei, can you lay on the bed for me?
Nope.
I guess so. Care to join me, Terasawa-san? What do you got to lose?
Shintani, fuck off. Ew. No. He did the hand motion. It's not a funny joke,
So from
idiot.
this vantage point, you can't make out the person's face.
No.
So, was this the colossal waste of time I knew it'd be?
Nope. I got something I'd only get from being here.
Does it matter? It's been days. Case is practically closed. Shinpei Okubo is guilty as hell.
Well, according to him, he's not.
Of course that's what he says. Consider the facts though, man. You want to review the case?
Yeah.
Sure. Let's go over what we know so far.
Whatever you want. Alright, here we go. Our victim was the patient staying in this room. Koichi Waku, male, age 66. At 8:30 a.m. on the morning of the crime, the nurses noticed he was missing from his bed. Given Waku's degenerative state, they assumed he was wandering around the hospital somewhere. But after being unable to track him down, hospital staff filed a missing persons report.
Right.
You know what a dementia patient's like, though. Hard to imagine they'd make it outside on their own. The only conclusion then was that somebody must have taken him out of the hospital. After inspecting all the cars that came in and out of the center, they were left with one possible suspect.
Uh-huh.
A laundryman by the name of Shinpei Okubo. It didn't take much prodding for Okubo to confess burying Waku's body out in the mountains. And lo and behold, 3 months after Waku disappeared, the cops found his body rotting away right where Okubo said it'd be. Cause of death was most likely suffocation, but they still don't know for sure. Any objections to this so far, Yagami-sensei?
Okay, well,
Actually,
when
yeah,
you say
you're
that.
forgetting something.
And what's that?
Okubo-kun insists he didn't kill anyone. All he admits to is dumping the body.
You can't say for sure that the guy who dumped the body actually committed the murder. That's true. If I budge on that, I'd be admitting Okubo did it even before the trial started.
Oh, sure. But come on, Yagami. Guy's got a history of assault, and it's on record. Roughed up his girlfriend. Accidentally broke her finger.
Oh.
Right, but that was over 6 years ago. He was just a kid. Got drunk, made a huge mistake.
And what? It's okay for a kid to hit a woman?
Of course not. But that's not what he's on trial for.
True.
I don't condone what he did. But legally, committing one crime doesn't mean you're guilty of another.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. But what about Okubo's shaky alibi? He said he left the center at 10 a.m. after grabbing the sheets from the general ward. Claimed Waku-san's corpse somehow got loaded into his truck. Who's gonna believe garbage like that?
If anyone should, it's his lawyers.
We're meeting with Okubo after this, right? You should just be honest with him. Tell him the case is unwinnable.
Are you two done here?
Yep. Can you show us the garage next? The one where Okubo-kun parked his truck. The
So-
service entrance, I think it was. That's the only other place we'll need to see today.
Excellent news, Pope. That's not
We'll need to
Emmy,
take an elevator down there. Follow me.
so she's alive. So congratulations, you can have past and future Smash. And Tani, get your shit together. Yeah. Everyone wants a girlfriend that's mean to them, right? I couldn't do it. I'd cry. I'd actually immediately feel bad. Like a little light bullying, a light ribbing is perfectly fine. Gentle teasing. But, you know, I don't want to be a horrible person. There's a massive elevator for storage.
Hey, Yagami, you're never gonna last if you keep taking cases like this. Criminal suits are a constant test of your conviction, your sense of justice. They don't even pay that well.
Careful who you say that around.
Look, just chill out, okay? Take it from me. I've been around the block way longer than you have.
And you've been run through really well, too. Teasing is always fun. Anything past that is fuck. Yeah, light teasing that is consensual is fine.
Regular old garage to me.
You'd make it out with no problem if you put a body into your truck down here. It's quiet.
It is.
Hey, Yagami, check this out. These are the carts they use to collect sheets and linens. Day of the crime, Okubo was all over the hospital with one of these things. It would have been simple for him to sneak a body in there and cart it right out.
Maybe so. Where was Okubo parked on the day of the incident?
Oh, The truck was parked here, with the back facing the elevator. Here's a recreation of it.
I see.
DNA evidence from the victim was found in the flatbed of the truck. That's proof enough that the body was there. And when they confronted Okubo, he flat out admitted it.
When was Waku-san last seen?
Just before 8 a.m. on the day of the crime.
Yeah, 7:50 to be precise. An ADDC scientist will be testifying to that.
But did they
He
see the
claims he saw
face?
him nice and cozy in his bed.
Aha!
I see. Can we talk to this witness?
I tried to get an appointment, but they shut me down. Said they don't want us interfering with their research anymore.
They're not willing to make an exception this once?
This isn't an issue you want to push, Yagami. Worst case scenario, you get charged with witness intimidation.
All right. Anyway, the victim was last seen at 7:50.
That's right. Breakfast is at 8 o'clock, so the patients who can walk on their own gather in the break room. But on the day of his disappearance, 8:30 came and went with no sign of Waku-san.
You thought you'd find him quickly. Didn't exactly turn out that way.
Right.
Got that, Yagami? Here, let's go over some more details.
Sure, let's hear what the great Shintani sensei has to say. Maybe he admitted to it because he was afraid of the real killers. I absolutely agree that, like, he was coerced or something. Because, like, clearly he had a hand in burying the body. So, not guilty of murder, per se, but definitely guilty of, tampering with evidence or, you know, not reporting a crime.
All we know is, Waku was taken out of his room sometime between 7:50 when he was last seen, and 8:30 when everyone noticed he was gone. During that 40-minute span, somebody suffocated Waku and stuffed him into the laundry bin. Nobody suspected there was a body in the cart. And the only clear culprit was Okubo, the man in charge of the laundry. To further back this up, DNA evidence from Waku was found in Okubo's truck. Then when the police questioned Okubo, he confessed to burying the body in the mountains of Okutama. 3 months after the crime, Waku's corpse was finally found. With me? This thing's airtight, Yagami. I know you're getting into this, but come on. Just give it up already. You don't have a chance.
Even though Okubo says he's innocent, I promised him we'd do everything we could.
Not my problem. You shouldn't make promises you can't keep.
Fine, then I'll do it alone. You don't have to be involved.
Even if I'm not, the loss will hurt Genda-sensei's reputation.
I'm sorry, but our client says he's innocent. I can't back down from this.
God, he's so hopeful.
Fine. I'll be in the lobby.
If you like, I could take you to see Waka-san's room again.
You don't mind? That would be great.
Aw, she likes us. Here I am again. Don't really see anything out of the ordinary, though. Okay.
Waka-san was here until the morning of the incident. Then he just up and disappeared.
But he was probably killed overnight. Like, okay, so here's the thing, is that the body was found 3 months later. So obviously, they couldn't get a better definition of the time of death. Like, they couldn't get a precise time of death compared to what they would have had, you know, shortly after the body died. Now it's been exposed to the elements, decomposed, now they can't even tell how he died. So obviously, the person to have seen him last before the morning is the one that killed him, because clearly the person who was like, I saw him at 7:50 was bullshitting, because they can only see this angle, they can't see the head, so they could have just easily left a body in there. And then they probably told Okubo to be like, all right, well, earn your keep, hide the body. And so I'm pretty sure Okubo was complicit in hiding the body but not killing the guy. Yeah, I played Ace Attorney, I know what's up. Okay, well, I guess I've investigated everything.
Are you...
Yeah, I've seen what I need. Anything else you can share?
How long will Okubo-san's sentence be?
Huh?
Life.
If he's found guilty, that is.
Probably 10 years, maybe more. It's hard to say for sure.
And what if he confesses? Would they shorten his sentence?
Well, at the very least, it'd make a better impression than insisting he didn't do it.
But you're still going to push an innocent plea? Even though Okubo-san is the one who'll suffer for it?
If he's really not guilty, he won't have to. I'll win. But to be perfectly honest, this is my first criminal case.
What?
Civil cases have been a mixed bag for me, too. I've actually lost more than I've won.
Oof.
Is that so?
Apparently, a smart lawyer would never even consider an innocent plea in this case. Guess it's a good thing that I'm not so smart then, because I honestly believe I can win. Terasawa-san, were you close to Okubo-kun?
I spoke to him pretty often, yes. I would see him around the ward all the time.
And what did you think of him? Did he seem like the kind of guy who'd do something like this?
I'm sorry. The director told us not to say too much.
Director knows what's
Wait.
up.
If you know anything that can help, just get in touch, okay? I'll do whatever it takes to set Okubo-kun free. But I can't do it alone. Just give it some thought, Terasawa-san.
Come on, Terasawa-san, fuck your job.
Just now, we went to the ADDC. Thought I should have a look at things with my own eyes.
And how did it go?
There's no chance you walk. You're practically a lost cause.
Shintani, shut the fuck up!
Yagami-sensei, is that what you think?
It's like this, Okubo. You tell me you're innocent, and I'll fight to the end. I really have nothing to lose by helping you out.
It's just like I told you. Whoever did it is framing me.
Ah. Ball guy.
On the day of the crime, you were in the general ward of the ADDC, yes? Starting at 8 a.m., you went around to each room and gathered the linens.
Yes. Nobody would dispute that.
And after that, you covered Wakusan's nose and mouth, suffocated him, and then carted him out in a laundry bin.
Shut the fuck up,
That's not
Shintani.
Wakusan wasn't there when I went into his room. I didn't see him at all that day. You have to believe me.
And I do. So when you went down to leave the center at 10 a.m. after gathering the linens, you realized there was a body hidden in the truck.
Yes. That's what happened.
Then, after debating whether or not to report the body, you chose to hide it in the mountains.
This is gonna be a huge hurdle to climb in the trial.
I had a criminal assault on my record. I knew the police would have suspected me if I went to them.
Aren't you forgetting the bad blood you had with Wakusan?
Huh?
Bad blood? What are you talking about?
3 days before the murder, Wakusan claimed Okubo-kun here punched him and stole his wallet. They told me all about it at the center.
When did you even ask?
While you were busy chatting up Terasawa-chan. Even if I bitch about it, I'm still damn good at my job.
Guy had dementia though.
Well, Okubo-kun, did you take his wallet or...
Not quite. They call it delusion of theft. It's a symptom of dementia. You think something's been stolen from you, then blame the first person you see. Not the easiest thing to deal with, right? Someone accuses you of theft for no reason? Must have been a shock. So when Wakusan tried to hit you, you just about hit him back.
But I didn't hit him.
No. You murdered him.
Oh my god, you're the worst lawyer ever.
Man, over something like that?
Ah. I wish I could believe you, pal. Come on, Okubo-kun. You got a record of violence.
It wasn't me. I swear. Somebody set me up. Please, you have to believe me. Whoever did this is laughing at all of us right now.
Calm down.
Yagami-sensei, do you believe me?
Yeah.
I do.
Okay. Then next time, come alone.
Fine. I can take a hint. You and Yagami-sensei can cuddle up all you want.
Jealous.
Hey, you know that nurse, Terasawa-san? Cute girl. Sounded like she was worried about you. Bet you'd have a chance with her once you get out of here.
I don't know. If you'll excuse me.
Maybe that is Emmy. So we might have to go back on our she's alive.
So Shintani just left you hanging, huh?
Oh yeah, it's Yuri Lowenthal,
He's gotta
100%.
learn some damn patience.
That guy's got a
So,
really recognizable
This
voice.
is my case now. I can handle it myself.
He's also Spider-Man.
Yagami-san,
Hi, Salary.
have you seen Mafia lately?
Where's this coming from?
She's just not that great with men. I suggest you be more assertive.
She's a lesbian. Leave her be.
Okay.
You mean that friend of yours, Saori-kun?
Yeah,
She's
friend.
got Shintani all riled up. Said he'd have been nicer to you if he knew you had friends who looked like her. Jackass.
Hey, nothing's official yet, guys. Regardless, keep it on the down low, okay?
Yet? That word says more than you think.
Listen, Mafuyu and Yagami just don't understand that they're bisexual. His voice is a smash. He's in a lot of stuff. Like, he's one of the most recognizable VAs, like, of the old times and the kind of new times. Is delightful. Yuri's voice? Oh, Salary? Oh. This one? Salary? Her? Our goth wife who loves cake? Is yes. Super agree.
Mafia-kun's a prosecutor, right? Isn't it kind of taboo for her to date a defense attorney?
Can we not do this?
Either way, guess the Okubo case comes first. We're pleading innocent, yeah?
That's the plan.
What is your plan here? This isn't gonna be an easy win.
Well, I'm working on that. There's one piece of evidence that still bothers me.
Yeah? And what's that?
What should I focus on if I want to prove Okubo innocent? I can read words. Your favorite VHU? There's, honestly, it's like a rotating group of voice actors. Like, I can't narrow it down to just one voice actor. Because, like, you know, mentioning Gary Lowenthal's voice, like, he's a voice actor I grew up with, so I got to recognize him in a lot of materials and a lot of, like, media that I consumed. So I enjoyed his work. Johnny Young Bosch is a very good, like, classic voice actor to bring about. I guess for newer voice actors, Alejandro Saab is doing some really cool stuff, so I really like the work that he does. And then I'm a big fan of Greg Chun. Greg Chun plays the main character that we're playing right now. His portrayal in I, the Somnium Files was delightful. Apparently I gravitate towards guy voice actors a lot more. I think they're a lot more recognizable. I guess, like, oh goodness. My brain. Anaris? I'm pronouncing her name wrong. But she, her strong is amazing. She's done a lot of things. I've heard her as a person has just kind of like, she's kind of gotten a little rough. Laura Bailey, decent classic. I like her stuff. Oh, Lana Minnelli. If we would go real classic, I'm a huge fan of Lana Minnelli's voice, just because, like, I grew up with her stuff. She did a lot of the PC Nancy Drew games. We're going off on a tangent. She did a lot of the PC Nancy Drew games, so I recognized her voice. She was in Grim Grimoire. She played Auntie Nyan Nyan and the Cthulhu dating sim, so I absolutely love her. But yeah, classic voice actresses, I'd say her. I like her a lot. Anyway, jingle jangle. Grey Delisle. Oh, right. Yeah, no, she's a classic too. Cree Summers. Solid voice actress. These Evans are focused on I want to find Okubo innocent. I would say not there, not the panorama. Body fluids, Okubo's truck bed, Waku. No. I would say this.
Take a look at this. It's the hospital room the victim was staying in. This is the last place Waku-san was seen before he disappeared. At the time, the witness would have seen Waku-san from this angle through the window in the door. But the cabinet here would have been blocking his face.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
In other words, there's room to argue that the witness never actually saw Waku-san to begin with. It might have just looked like there was somebody in there. Or maybe the killer set it up to look that way.
And how would that impact the trial?
Well, the premise that the victim was still alive at 8 o'clock would no longer be on the table. Meaning, the crime could have occurred during a much wider time range. With that in mind, we could claim there's no proof that Okubo took Waku-san out of the room.
Right. Not bad.
What the hell's your problem?
Uh-oh.
Was
Who
that
the
Shintani?
fuck?
I think so.
Get back here!
That bastard. Oh, was eavesdropping on you.
What the hell?
I tried to stop him, but he pulled a stun gun on me.
Hey!
Alright, Hoodie. Where you going? Damn! Alright, Yagami. Ooh, they are non-professional. Good thing I am. Ow! Oh, I just ate shit! Ah! Shit! think it's Nurse. Yeah, I think it's Terasawa too. I've lost her. Lost them. Ah, shit. Jump! Ah, shit, fuck! Ow! I lost them. Ah, hell yeah! Jump on the cars! Got her. Yeah, I think it's Terasawa coming to help, and then she got really flustered and nervous. Aha!
A woman?
Help! Someone help me!
Aren't you Terasawa-san?
Let me go!
We got a groper out here? Scum of the earth!
How dare you? I respect women.
Not on my watch, you son of a bitch!
They're just street thugs. It's like the lesser of two evils. I feel like y'all have committed some other crimes. Now the question is, would Terasawa, maybe she's the one who committed the crime? Doesn't make sense because she's the one helping us out and she's been giving us like access to everything. Fuck your nuts. They're mine now. Murder nurse. She's evil. But like also he was like, you know, she's pretty cute. Could have a future. She might be Emmy. She might be Emmy Terasawa. So.
Can all lawyers fight like that?
Alright, you're coming with me. Kidnapping.
Did you really need to run away like that? I assume you came to see me.
There was something I wanted to talk to you about, yes. But I wasn't sure if I should. Then that pig-headed friend of yours started shouting, so I just lost it.
And you tased him.
Okay, but did you have to tase him? Not that he didn't have it coming. Anyway, I'm listening if you want to talk. No matter what it is, I'll keep your secret. Anything you tell me will fall under client attorney privilege.
Well, you know the witness who last saw Waku-san?
Uh-huh.
Said he saw him sleeping in his bed.
Uh-huh.
Well, that witness is a man by the name of Shono-san. He's one of the scientists at the ADDC. Not only that, but he's the director's right-hand man, too.
And this is him?
Oh. Pretty much your run-of-the-mill researcher. He's the guy we saw before we flashbacked.
Yes. He's a very dedicated doctor, so the nurses have a lot of faith in him. But something felt off when I heard what he had to say about the incident.
And what's that?
I guess I'm just skeptical as to whether or not he actually saw Waku-san. I don't think he's intentionally deceiving us, but he may be mistaken somehow. And if I had to guess, I'd say the other nurses feel the same.
Still, why hasn't anyone mentioned this until now?
How could we? Nurses talking about a doctor behind his back? That's not something a nurse could do without consequences. And if it came to a courtroom testimony...
None of you would testify?
Maybe the other nurses wouldn't, but I would. I never really fit in over there anyway. Besides...
Yeah?
I think Okubo-san is innocent.
Oh, really? Sounds like I've finally got an ally on my team.
Yippee! I swear to God, if she says her name is Emmy... Oof.
I'm currently employed as a researcher at the Advanced Drug Development Center. Part of our research consists of clinical tests we perform on patients in the general ward of the center. On the day of the crime, I was making my usual rounds through the ward.
And what time was that?
Around 7:50?
You're sure?
Yes, the patients eat breakfast at precisely 8 o'clock. I always head to the break room myself.
I'm sorry. You can't look at me and tell me that Saori and Mafuyu are not lesbians. Like, these girls have a history. I don't give a flying fuck if you tell me Yagami and Mafuyu dated. They didn't know they were bisexual. Lesbians. Yeah. No. Saori, lesbian. Mafuyu, bisexual. They're together. They kiss. Yagami was a mistake. That's why he's got Kaito. Whoop.
Right around
Whoopsie.
then, too.
Thank you, Pope.
This break room, to be precise?
That's correct. Our more mobile patients walk there for breakfast instead of eating in their own rooms. Then, while the nurses help the patients eat, I ask about how they feel and how the medicine is treating them.
And on the day of Wakusan's disappearance, you passed by his room before going to the break room?
Hey, it's our boy!
And in that room, you saw Wakusan lying on the bed?
Yes.
Can you describe the situation to us as you remember it?
The door has a window, so you can see into the room from the hallway.
And this is the room you're referring to, yes?
That's correct. From where I was standing in the hallway, I could see Waku-san lying in bed.
Objection!
He was asleep, with a blanket covering most of his body.
And what time was that?
Around 7:50.
No further questions.
Yagami-sensei, why did you call her to the stand?
She actually asked to testify. Is that a problem?
Not really, no.
Here's my chance for a comeback.
Terasawa-san, you were present for Shono-san's testimony just now, yes?
Yes.
And what is your opinion on that testimony?
For a scientist, I felt his wording was rather imprecise. And as a medical professional, I felt his actions were negligent.
Oh, shit.
Could I ask you to be a little more specific?
Our witness, Shono-san, claims he saw Waku-san sleeping in his bed during his morning rounds. However, there's no way he could have known that just by looking in from the hallway.
OSHA violation.
I have evidence supporting Terasawa-san's testimony.
Mm-hmm. Shona shouldn't have even been able to see Waku, and I have evidence to prove that. It's because of the panorama. No, it's not. It's this one. That one. Your Honor, look at this bullshit.
It's a photograph of the victim's room as viewed from the hallway. In other words, this is what Shono-san would have seen when he checked in on Waku-san.
And this evidence points to this fact. Culprit was hiding in the room. The victim was already dead. Shono's testimony was a lie. The culprit is Shono, who claims to be a witness. Hiding? No, we don't know if they were hiding in the room, but we do know that the victim was already deceased.
Waku-san was already dead when Shono-san went to check on him.
What are you implying?
He was dead tired.
The defendant hadn't yet collected the linens. In fact, he hadn't even arrived at the ADDC. Meaning, Okubo-san could not have been the murderer.
Assuming that's true, then, why did he go through the trouble of hiding Waku-san's body in his laundry cart?
He has a record.
Well, depending on how you look at it.
Please. You know this is a court of law, don't you?
Shoot up. Oh, shit, we didn't do it right.
Sorry. Let me start.
Fuck!
Our witness, Shono-san, claims he saw... However, I'm not...
Okay. Shit.
Please, it's a... In other...
Points to the fact that... your testimony's a lie.
Shono-san was lying when he said he saw Waku-san in the bed.
Excuse me?
What he saw from the door was likely nothing more than a bulge of sheets. he couldn't have been able to identify it specifically as Wakusan. So to claim as much in his testimony seems like quite an exaggeration, don't you think?
Uh-huh.
But common sense would dictate otherwise, would it not? Who would be in the bed other than Wakusan?
The staff nurses are trained to always enter a room when checking in on a patient. In Wakusan's case, it's impossible to tell anything just by looking in from the hallway. There was actually one time a while back where we thought he was under the covers, only to find Wakusan eating in the break room a second later. And upon re-examining the room, we realized that we had mistaken a bunched-up pillow for Wakusan.
The witness makes an important distinction. The prosecution asserts that Shono-san's testimony is clear, that the victim was taken out of his room at some point between 7:50 and 8:30 in the morning. They claim that because of this time frame, the defendant must have smuggled Wakusan's body out in his laundry bin.
That's why Okubo-kun was assumed to be the only person who could have killed Wakusan.
But if Shono-san's testimony is invalid, as the defense asserts, we have to consider the possibility that Wakusan was taken in the middle of the night when nobody else was around. After which, the killer could have waited until the morning to plant the body in the defendant's truck. In other words, the defense establishes that there is reasonable doubt that Okubo-san is the killer, rendering the prosecution's central argument unsound. Your Honor, taking this new testimony into account, I'd like to call Shono-san back to the stand for cross-examination.
Alright, you slimy little doctor.
Yes?
Let's see how Shono responds with the evidence that in Terasawa-san's testimony out in the
I'll
open.
Get right to the point.
Yeah.
On the day of the crime, what did you see when you looked into Wakusan's room?
I saw Waku-san asleep in his bed, I think.
And did you get a clear look at his face?
I don't remember.
Likely
So it's
story.
possible that it could have been someone other than Waku-san in that bed. Or maybe even a pillow that you mistook to be Waku-san's body. Isn't that right?
Objection! The defense is leading the witness.
Objection, the prosecutor's
Please
stinky.
rephrase the question.
Shono-san, can you say without a doubt that Waku-san was in that bed when you checked on him?
I don't think I can, no.
Emotional,
Then
damn
the
it!
defense yes. But I do have a quick remark for the prosecution.
Huh?
The fucking timing! The fucking timing! Oh no, we did psychic damage to the fucking prosecutor. Okay, whew, I'm good. I'm good. Okay. Take it seriously. Prosecution's argument has fallen apart. Now they're going for the kill.
The charges against my client stem from your assertion that he's the only possible suspect, assuming the crime took place within the stated time frame. However, the defense has proven without a doubt that Shono-san's testimony is unreliable, establishing reasonable doubt for my client. I would suggest then
You get real good at that,
withdraw
Pope.
the charges against my client. With such inconclusive evidence, you'll only be wasting the court's precious time.
The prosecution does not consider the witness's testimony inconclusive. His memory of the incident may be fuzzy, yes, but that doesn't change that he saw the victim.
So, your whole case is based on a fuzzy memory?
Damn!
This promising young man's future is at stake, and you're willing to throw that away on unreliable testimony?
This case is
Dr.
much like your
Shuttle is a
head.
bright and
Fuzzy.
diligent researcher. After watching his own grandmother develop dementia, he vowed to create a drug that could cure the disease. After paying his own way through medical school, he went on to become the head researcher at the ADDC. Day after day, Dr. Shono visits his sick patients out of the kindness of his heart, leading to his valiant testimony here today. If you want to know whether I trust this man, then my answer is a resounding yes.
Okay, you want to suck his dick in the corner
because he's such a
too?
great researcher, his testimony is infallible. His own admission that he's not sure is somehow overlooked? Is that the sum of it? Because from here, it sounds like you're putting your faith in Shono-san's title, not his testimony today.
The prosecution is not as easily swayed as you think. And you want to talk reputation? What of your client's history of domestic abuse?
Uh-oh, he's gonna bring up Okubo's record.
6 years ago, the defendant broke his girlfriend's finger. The poor girl is still suffering from the effects. And the cause? A minor, drunken disagreement. Now, fast forward to what occurred a few days prior to the crime. Waku-san, suspecting the defendant of stealing his wallet, lashed out and punched the defendant in the face. Given the clearly violent nature of Okubo-san here, that alone would be motivation enough to murder the poor old...
She is pissed off.
Is something wrong, ma'am? Please remain seated while court is in session. Terasawa-san?
Okubo-san is not a violent person. And he hasn't even had a drink in over 6 years. Not a single drop since the incident.
My court will not stand for this commotion.
He didn't blame Waku-san at all. He knew that the outburst was just caused by his dementia. That it was all the sickness's fault. So there was no reason for him to resort to murder.
Terasawa-san, please.
Okubo-san really is an incredible, caring person.
Please leave this courtroom at once.
You're right that he may be hard to approach, but he's a kind soul, and he always keeps his promises. Okubo-san's not the only person in this courtroom who would be affected by a guilty verdict, either. As a matter of fact, it would break my heart. And even through it all, he wanted me to keep this a secret, not to tell anyone, not even his lawyer, that we were dating.
Oh my god, it's Emmy! Oh no, she's dead!
Even though he knew he could have ended up in prison, making sure I was safe was the only thing in the world he cared about. That's just who he is. But when the prosecution has already decided he's a criminal, how could he possibly be given a fair trial?
Oh man, Terasawa.
Her little outburst wasn't technically admissible, but as the trial dragged on, it hung over the jury like a stone.
Oh, Okubo.
And in the end, Shinpei Okubo was found not guilty. But only a month after his release, everything changed.
Did I say Ari? I meant to say Emmy. Yeah, she's out.
The same girl who had so bravely proclaimed Okubo's innocence died by the man's own hand.
I don't think he killed her. But for the fact that we still don't know who killed Waku, though.
Hi.
Hey.
Something wrong?
Damn, that's a jawline.
It's nothing, Vice Minister. But
I haven't seen you in about 3 years, Kido-san. I see you're still the director.
you look familiar, but I can't quite place the name. I seem to recall you looking sharper.
I'm a detective based in Kamurocho now.
Here's my card, bitch.
My name's Yagami.
Ah, I remember now. You're the reason Terasawa-kun's no longer with us. Remember, Shono?
Okubo-san was unstoppable. If only my testimony had been better.
Oh, fuck off.
Shono-san, right?
Does it matter? What brings you here anyway?
I'm investigating a murder, and I'll need your cooperation with it. Just like old times.
Yes, I see. Yes. Thank you. It does seem we received a phone call from this Shintani-san you speak of.
Do you know who he was calling?
Dr. Shono.
The same Shono-san you were just with?
Why would Shintani call Shono? Okay, so Shono, like, obviously we had to, like, name one of them. And Shono definitely is giving me the vibes of he's done some shit. He's done some shit. He knows people. I don't think he's fully innocent.
Yes. However, it's unclear as to what the point of the call was meant to be. Shono was away from his desk at the time, you see, and Shintani-san didn't leave a message.
You have no idea what he wanted to talk about?
None. Shono says he doesn't know a Shintani-san, and sees no reason why he would be calling.
Bullshit!
Oh, really?
Shono and I co-authored the research paper on AD9. We're quite well known, as it turns out. Sometimes, complete strangers pretend to be close friends or relatives in order to contact us. Perhaps Shintani-san fell into that category.
Have you heard of the mole murders taking place in Kamurocho, Dr. Kido? 3 Yakuza, each one with their eyes gouged out. It's a grisly business.
And one attorney.
Shintani was killed in the same way.
Yep.
I've seen the news.
Can you think of anything tying the ADDC to those murders?
Huh? Look, just what are you implying? Look, I believe we're done here. There's nothing I can help you with.
Please stop! You can't!
Uh-oh.
Who are you?
Detective Kuroiwa, Kamuro Police, Organized Crime.
Hi, Daddy.
One of your guests here has information related to the case I'm currently investigating. That would be you, Yagami.
Ah, shit.
I'd like to speak to you as a material witness to the murder of the lawyer Masamichi Shintani.
Is that so?
Why my witness?